my loves, and welcome to the Shawnee Show. I am running late, so I'm about to just hop straight into it. Um, yeah, tonight I'm going to be talking about Neptune. I'm going to be talking about the current transit of Neptune in Pisces and what that means for us, what that means for your sign, and then we're going to do a Neptune tarot spread at the end. If you're watching this, I am having a sale. I'm having a sale through the end of the week, and then on products, no, on services, and then I'm having a sale on products until my birthday, which is Christmas Eve. Excuse me, hold on 1 second. And the weather is changing, and my throat and my allergies have not been having that's good tea. Okay. So yeah, I'm having a sale. The discount codes are posted, and you can use the link in my bio. ULA24 for $10 off every order over $30, and then Jingle Bell Joy for $10 off your services, or actually it's $11. All right. So Neptune is a planet of mystery, of illusion, of the spiritual realm. It's where we really tap into our imagination, our connection with water, our ability to handle the highs and lows of the tides that we have to go through in life. It spends about 14 years in each sign. So it is a very telling sign as it relates to generations, because it doesn't change that much. So if you were born in that same 14-year bracket, your Neptune is going to be in the same place. Just like, the 70s was kind of like the drug era. Neptune was in Scorpio during that time. That can be a very disruptive energy because things can get misconstrued, and we can have delusions of grandeur. So, it just speaks to your generation because it's been so long one time. Neptune is currently in Pisces and will be until 2026. It has been since, I believe, 2012. Don't quote me on that. It's going to bring division and chaos as it relates to the classes, because with this ideology, with this Neptune influence, it's really causing society to feel like the disadvantaged or the lower aspects of society, or the lower class people in society, the lower class citizens, are draining society, and so it creates all this division and disruption. And so that's an influence that's happening right now, because those people can tend to get dismissed and left behind in a lot of ways. And we see that happening, especially with all this coronavirus stuff and how they've only given us literally one stimulus check. Some people haven't even gotten unemployment, but they don't have jobs. Like, it's just a lot going on that, the little people that are not in a certain tax bracket do not matter, and I'm, y'all know, I'm a small business owner. So yeah, there's that. But that's only at the beginning. So currently, like I said, I think this energy has been present since 2012. So we're still kind of in the beginning stages of it. As the transit progresses, a sense of unity, healing, and spiritual enlightenment will manifest. So as this energy continues up until 2026, we'll notice that it starts to transform and get a little bit easier to navigate through, because things will kind of be pushed towards more of a sense of like, we are all humans, we all need certain rights, we all need certain necessities, and it's going to take a while to get us there. I'm not saying that we'll be there in 2026, but I'm just saying the shift in energy will start to be more pertinent from division to unity. This is going to be a spiritual assessment period for Taurus and Capricorn. It's going to be a spiritual awakening period for Cancer and Scorpio, and it's going to be a little bit of disillusionment and confusion for Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. Reason why it's going to be a spiritual assessment period for Taurus and Capricorn is because, okay, First of all, Saturn has been in Capricorn all year. Jupiter has been in Capricorn all year. And then we have this Neptune and Pisces energy. So our in the spiritual realm, it's like we're being asked to go so deep and be so dreamy and visionary and imaginative. And Capricorns are such a practical sign that we have to ask ourselves, okay, what dreams or what fantasies are worth indulging in so that we can get to the other side of those fantasies. And it goes from just a thought or feeling to actual a manifestation. Okay. Same thing for Taurus. Taurus is ruled by second house. It's all about materials and possession. So they're not trying to be playing in the dream world. They're trying to be bringing shit into the physical realm. And so it's an assessment period for them to figure out, like, okay, what can I focus on detaching from so that I can create new visions for myself. Am I making sense, y'all? I hope that made sense. It's going to be an awakening for Cancer and Scorpio because it's the skin for me. Yes, get the body butter. Y'all, I don't have on no makeup. I just have on Sweet Sage tonight. Get the body butter. I'm about to drop this serum. I said I was going to drop it on the 1st, but that's what I have on. And then a little bit of oil on my face. That's it. But yeah, so for Cancer and Scorpio, it's going to be a spiritual awakening period because you guys are going to be able to tap more into your water aspects and be able to go more with the flow. Pisces is the only sign that's like completely water. So with Cancer and Scorpio, you guys are able to really back a little bit more and you're being asked to dive a little bit deeper, which is going to take you a little bit further. So yeah, that is for Cancer and Scorpio. Also, you're going to be learning to detach your emotions from your intuition a little bit because sometimes emotions are based on egotistical experiences that we've had and they're not necessarily facts. And so when you go back and you think about how you spiritually felt about the moment or how your ancestors told you, what they told you to do, the voices that you heard during the moment. And I know y'all don't think I'm crazy. Y'all know what I mean by the voices that you heard during the moment. When you think about what you were meant to do in that, that's going to take you to a deeper spiritual part of yourself. And you're going to be able to awaken and transform through that, okay? When it comes to Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius, you're going to be in a period of disillusionment and then clarity because you are literally being pushed into a phase of, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. I don't know how this shit's going to play out. I don't know how I should methodically set these things out. I feel like I should be doing this. I feel like I should be doing that. But I know that I got to stop being in my head about it and I got to start taking the action. Okay? So that is going to be for, again, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. Especially Pisces because, again, with this Saturn in Capricorn and Jupiter in Capricorn energy in alignment with this Pisces and Neptune, it's like, get out of your head, get out of the fantasy world and bring that shit to life. So y'all are going to be pushed to do that. Deep thinking, compassion, and self-realization are energies that are enlightened in us all during a period of Neptune and Pisces. It's at home in Pisces. Pisces is a dreamy sign. Again, it's the tide. It's all water, so it's going to have its highs and lows, its ups and downs, and it's basically like a Pisces, if you ask me, are like the water Gemini. Okay? Like they're the same thing as Gemini with the two twins, but it's like the watery aspect of it. So they just move a little bit different and go a little bit deeper because they are more emotionally attached and they are here to transform things from an emotional and a subconscious space, the same way as Neptune. It's not always comfortable. It doesn't always feel good, but at the end of the day, it's needed and it's slow. It's not like, okay, this is going to happen overnight. It's going to be a long, drawn out, brooding process. I just told y'all that it's been 14 years in the same sign. So imagine like, okay, in the first 4 years, we're going to focus on this. In the next 4 years, we're going to focus on that. The next 4 years, we're going to focus on that. You know, like it's a slow burn. And that's what Pisces do. They create a slow burn. If there's a Pisces in this live, they already know. They already know. So it's home in this sign. Again, spiritual development and how to navigate through the troubled waters, staying on your square and still focusing on your intentions through the troubled waters. Um, Neptune is ruled by the 12th, or the ruling planet is of the 12th house is Neptune, which again focuses on the unconscious realm, the spiritual realm. It's the house of karma, of sacrifice, and forcing you to face yourself, forcing you to deal with the things that you've been avoiding, especially as it relates to emotions, especially as it relates to your intuition, that it will bring it up and just put it dead in your face, okay? And make you face it and deal with it on your own and blow some shit up. So that's just what this energy does. And it doesn't always feel good, but it's loving in the end. And it brings unity and transformation in the end. Hey, boo. It represents the third eye chakra, Neptune does, the portal of vision and enlightenment. Crystals that you can use to connect with Neptune: celestialite, spirit quartz, blue kyanite, and turquoise. There are others, but those are a few. Herbs: blue lotus, water lilies, jasmine, blue vervain, and passion flower. Okay, yeah, that's about it on Neptune and Pisces. I just wanted to come on here and give y'all a quick overview of that. Next week we're gonna go through Pluto. I am gonna do a collective Neptune spread for us after I ask y'all how y'all doing and if y'all have questions and things. Let me just read out these questions real quick. So we have: what deception is being revealed to us at this time? Why have we been avoiding this truth? How can we stop betraying ourselves and detach from situations that are no longer serving us? What steps do we need to take in order to make our dreams more a reality? How can we better trust our spirit and intuition over our ego and experience? Guidance from Neptune and additional considerations. Okay, those are our questions. Do y'all have any questions about Neptune? Look up where your Neptune is in your chart and see, what house it's falling in for you right now and what that means for you as it relates to this transit. And if you don't know how to look that up, you can book me to do it for you. But I always recommend the Horos app, especially for astrology beginners, because it explains a lot, gives you a lot of definitions and things of that nature. And then Cafe Astrology. Those are my go-to astro places. Y'all were just telling me hey in the comments. Okay. Well, I guess we can keep it going, y'all. All I know is what I'm in right now. I can't wait till it's over. Ooh, you might be in a Saturn return. You should check that out. I'm so happy that Saturn is moving to Aquarius. Even though my Saturn is in Aquarius and that's a Saturn return for me, but I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Y'all are silly. Wait. Why you say Capricorn? Where did Capricorn come from? It's time for a change. Yes, that's exactly what this Aquarius, Jupiter, and Saturn energy is gonna bring. I'm so ready for it. Y'all already know I'll talk more about that in my live on Wednesday, but yeah, I just thought I'd see if I missed anything for Neptune. I really did run through that stuff pretty quickly, and I didn't mean to. I just was going. But, it really governs our dreams, our spiritual realm, our ability to hop back and forth from spiritual dimension to the physical dimension, because that's where your Neptune is. It brings you practicality, at least. But, it gives you that balance to be able to hop back and forth and to handle the tides, the highs and lows, because we're always going through that. And it's no coincidence that we have so much water composition to our bodies. So it really brings us back to that watery aspect of ourselves and our ability to be fluid through the transformation and transition, because things are always changing no matter what. If nothing else is gonna happen, things are gonna be changing. Period. It's uncomfortable at first. It doesn't make sense at first, but it is what it is, and we end up finding comfort in it. So I just wanted to share that. Like I said, we'll be going into Pluto next week, and then I think that will end the planetary series, and then I'll be moving on to houses. By the way, I don't know if I said this earlier, but third eye chakra for Neptune. Y'all, this tea is so good. I don't know what my fiance be putting in the tea, but it just be so good. She probably low-key be doing magic on me, even though she says she don't know how to do nothing. I don't know what she be putting in that tea. Alright, I'm gonna switch decks next week, y'all, because I feel like all I've been using is my Afro goddess, but she's my favorite outside of my mother of peace. Janae said, I need you to start over since I just hopped on. Ma'am, absolutely not. I was already late. My Neptune is in Capricorn in my 12th house. Yep, love potion. That's exactly what it is. Y'all silly. At least it's in your 12th house. That's where it should be. I just gotta ask, have you started? Girl, no. I need to. It seems like the months are just passing so quickly. It's gonna be time before I know it. Can't believe it's already December. It seems like November just, I blinked and it was gone. But trust me, as soon as I start, y'all will know, because I'm going to be posting pictures. I'm not even one to really post pictures like that. Y'all know I don't be posting. But better believe, just like I was posting for my engagement, I'm going to be posting the same way for my wedding. Best believe it. I don't know why I'm pulling out these cards, y'all. I don't know. Okay, that's good. Hello, hello. Okay. So, let us see. What deception is being revealed at this time? The Five of Cups. It's really a lie that you are in any type of lack. At the end of the day, there's all sorts of resources around us. There's all sorts of things that we can tap into to grow ourselves, which will in turn give us prosperity. So the idea that you're lacking anything because you may not be in the financial space that you want to be in is a lie. It's a deception, it's an illusion, and it's something that's been haunting you in this period. Excuse me. Also, there's people that have been leeching off of you. There's people that have been sitting here, they're asking you for this, they're asking you for that, they're asking you for time, they're asking you for energy. They don't want to pay, they want discounts, they just want favoritism, and they want something for nothing, and they always feel like you owe them your energy, and you don't owe them shit, because at the end of the day, the more free energy that you give them without them pouring back into you in any kind of way or supporting you in any kind of way, you're going to end up in a position where you feel like you're lacking, and you're going to feel less than, you're going to feel unworthy and sad and emotionally conflicted, because you're sitting here letting people deceive you, letting people betray you because you don't want to stand up for yourself and assert your boundaries. Okay? Does that make sense, y'all? Don't owe them shit. Odyssey, put that in the comments. So that's the deception. Why have you been avoiding this truth? Well, you want to give everybody everything. You want to be the one that everyone comes to. You want to be the source. You want to be the strength. You want to be the creation. You want to be the growth. And we all want to be that. We all want to be Superwoman and be here, this and that, you know, and have 5,000 hats that we're wearing. But at the end of the day, we need a break sometimes. We need to rest sometimes. Sometimes we need somebody to give to us. Sometimes we just need to sit back and just know that things may not happen in the time that we want them to happen, but it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And we've been avoiding the fact that we give too much because we don't want to let anyone pour back into us, because we're so used to struggling. We're so used to being the one, always the one, that we don't even know how to give back, sit back and receive. Okay? And that's the problem. Tiffany said, I tap out. Don't tap out, Annie. Don't tap out. So, set your boundaries. All right. How can we stop betraying ourselves and detach from situations that are no longer serving us? You better shift that perception and believe in your own ideas, believe in your own vision for yourself, and stop letting people tell you what you should accept and what you shouldn't accept and what you should think and what you shouldn't think. The thing is, no one else is responsible for your triggers, but at the end of the day, if people are constantly triggering you and putting you in situations that you don't want to be in, it's your responsibility to take a step back away from them and cut them off, even if it's just for a little period, because you have to follow your own ideas and create your own mental perceptions about things and move on despite the history, despite the experience of the situation. You got to be on some new shit. Like, I'm changing the mental page. Okay? Odyssey said, hey Bree. Luna said, I need to set boundaries. Odyssey said, I 1000% know that has been me for a long time. Speak that. Okay, so again, how can we stop betraying ourselves and detach from situations that are no longer serving us? Change your perception of the situation, because really you're thinking about the potential of what the situation could be instead of thinking about what the situation is. And instead of you focusing on the history that you have with these people, or the history that you have with these situations, or you know how much work and effort and thought that you put into these situations, just worry about the next thing that you're about to move on to that actually makes you happy, that makes you feel free, that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel like you flying in the air and you ready to go. Okay? What steps do we need to take in order to make our dreams more of a reality? Take practical action and build. The Nine of Pentacles lets you know that the money is going to come. The money is going to come. The only thing that you need to do is do the work and align your vibration with the money, so that when the money comes, the money just doesn't go. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why I'm so creepy. This is so ghetto. I'm sorry. But you know, it doesn't just come and go. It stays with you, and you can surround yourself with the spirit of abundance, with the spirit of growth, with the spirit of material stability and security and comfort. Look at her. She's having herself a grand old good old time. She at peace, feeling like a queen, chilling. Okay? And it's because she knows her worth. She knows what she needs to do. She's not afraid to do the work. And she's also not afraid to receive, like I had mentioned earlier. So those are the steps that we need to take. Take practical action. Believe in your vision. And don't be afraid to receive, and let people help you. Okay? How can we better trust our spirit and intuition over our ego and experience? Queen of Pentacles, again, know that you already have everything that you need. You already have the stability, the security, the necessities that you need. You already even have the beauty, the charisma, and the work ethic that you need. So you up here searching for everyone else to give you a leg up, or for somebody to give you a handout, or searching for the answers, searching for confirmation. And at the end of the day, you're not sitting on your throne as the Queen of Pentacles. That means she getting to the bag, baby. She's getting to the bag. And she ain't worried about it because she already know that the bag is hers. She's sitting on it like, you know what? I got the bag. This is the manifestation of you not letting the Nine of Pentacles just put you into a position where you just enjoying the money, having all this pleasure, getting all this instant gratification, and then you just let it all go. So then you end up right back at the Five of Pentacles. But you grew to this. So you sitting on that shit. You got stocks, you got bonds, you got equity, you got business success. The people around you are coming to you for assistance and help, and you can help them freely without feeling drained because you have the assets to be able to do so. Okay? So that's how we can better trust our spirit, by knowing, again, your worth, knowing your talent, knowing how much you have on the inside of you that's already working in your favor, knowing that you're already abundant if you really just tap into that energy and make a relationship with your ancestors so that they can be working for you on the other side. Okay? Period. Okay. Additional guidance from Neptune. We have the Tower in reverse. Okay, so this is a beautiful energy because it lets you know that things are starting to come back together. This period of death and destruction and division is finally starting to come back together and be a period of resurrection and unity and rebirth, and we're all starting to come back together and be on the same page and at least kind of allow each other to just be individuals. You know what I'm saying? And it's not so this or that, and if you believe this, if you said this, if you don't like this, then you're just this, and you're like, oh, you hate, like, I just feel like we're so, everything has been broken down and destroyed within us and divided within us, so much so that we've kind of adopted that as a normal attitude, and it's not. So this card being in reverse lets you know that that destructive, chaotic energy is coming to a calming period. Again, the rising and falling of the tide. It's been at a high tide. We've been on some high tide shit lately, and it's coming back down to earth. Okay. Odyssey said, yes, stop getting in my own way. All of them, Janae, Crystal Intentions, loving this read. Thank you. Miss Chocolate, yes, I claim and accepted, moving forward to it. Yes. Okay, so we have that. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Y'all, all these pentacles in this reading, we finna get some money. No. But Ace of Pentacles, planting new intentions and new seeds. You know, this is just an opportunity. It doesn't mean that the money's gonna come. It's just an opportunity. But what are you going to do with the opportunity? Are you going to actually grow the bag, nourish the bag, water the bag? Or are you going to fumble the bag? What you going to do? What you going to do? I'm just asking. That's the question. That's the question that I want to ask y'all with the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Are you going to fumble the opportunity, or are you going to grow and transform from the opportunity? Are you going to fumble the lesson, or are you going to grow and transform through the lesson? Okay? Whatever it is, make that shit apply. Period. We have the snake. Knowledge, transformation, intuition. Don't be afraid to merge the different dualities within yourself and go through that process of making the things that you don't even like about yourself, that you feel should be hidden in the dark, deep corners of yourself, and make that shit work for you. Be the one to transform through your conflict and to create a better situation from the things that you may be going through that are less than favorable. Go ahead and alchemize that shit. You are the magician. You are the one that can tap into your knowledge and do that. So that's what the snake represents. People think that it's a sneaky, something shady going on. And at certain times it can be, but it's not even shady in the sense that it's like the mice shade. it's more of like, I'm really about to tell you about yourself and transform some shit. And it might be uncomfortable and shake some shit up and shock you and rub you the wrong way. But really, you needed that because it's going to help you transform. And I feel like this is exactly what the snake is coming in to say. And this is exactly what y'all about to be going through in this next period. And then lastly, we have the tower, represents isolation. Okay, going, it's like the hermit card in the tarot, like going within and being introspective and going to a place where you can find peace and redemption within yourself so that you can go out and share your light with others instead of constantly sharing misery, chaos, and dysfunction. I feel like I want to read the tower to y'all. Hold on, let me find the book. Here it is. And then I kind of want to pull the Starseed Oracle, and then we can wrap up. Although sharing a name with one of the tarot's major arcana cards, this Tower of the Oracle has an entirely different meaning. For it is here that the tower represents isolation, confinement, and protection. To be alone in a tower, either by choice or by force, would be a riveting experience. Would the peace inspire you or drive you mad? Either way, the time would pass. But what would you have done with it? The Tower card can also represent legal matters and lawsuits to where will your collision with these rules and regulations lead, either to be protected or to be confined. You may be on your way to the courthouse. If it's in love, the Tower can represent problems within a union. There may be a separation between two, either physical or emotional, and feelings of isolation and loneliness may be the result. For only a true prince can rescue Rapunzel from the tower. If it's in career, the tower can represent the company that you work for being self-employed. It's all about what we choose to do with our individual time, and sometimes it unfortunately is lonely at the top. All right, and then the number 19. So 1, I feel like that's giving Ace of Pentacles energy for me. New beginnings, new seeds, new opportunities. 9, the resolution, the closure, the completion, the spiritual aspect of things. And then when you combine that together, you're going to get that 10 energy, that new beginning. And there again, the vibration of the 1. Okay. So that is pretty much that on that, you guys. Another thing that I just wanted to tell you is, don't let other people ever deter you from what you're trying to do. Always just focus on your intention, focus on your vision, and allow everything else to fall in place. You know, the people that you expect sometimes to support you the most won't support you in the way that you think they will. And there will be some people that you will lose along the way. And just know that that is okay. It's a part of the journey. It's a part of the growth process. And if you're always the same, then that means you're not growing. And if we're not growing, then we're dying, you know, because we're suppressing our evolution and we're here to evolve through this physical experience. We are souls having a physical experience, not the other way around, okay? So always remember that. Take that with you. The energy of Neptune allows you to tap into your spirit a lot more, tap into the spiritual realm a lot more, and tap into that energy of 12th house and figuring out, what is my karma? You know, what do I need to go through and get through and face in order to really transform and be able to navigate through this life in the way that I want to. So that is pretty much that on that. Thank you all so much for joining. Again, please take advantage of these sales. Go ahead and click the link in my bio if you're watching this on Instagram, which obviously I know y'all are, but I'm going to post this on YouTube, so you can click those links in my description box below. And if y'all have questions, message me, but everything should be there on my website. I also did add tarot tutorials back to my website, so you guys can book those. If you're already learning tarot, you can just book a tutorial to brush up on whatever skill you want to brush up on. But if you are beginning to learn tarot and you want to go through the whole thing, then we will go through 6 sessions of tarot tutorial, where we will start with the major arcana, go through the minor arcana, go through court cards and associations, and then we will go through numerology and the zodiac in tarot, and then we'll be doing astrology in tarot. So it'll be set up in sections, hour, maybe hour and a half long sessions, depending on how much content I either record or go through with you face to face on Zoom. But yeah, y'all can book those. It's $45 per session. And you can click the link as well in my bio to book that. All right, y'all. Thanks again for joining, and I will see y'all on Wednesday at 9 p.m. for the Astro Teas. Y'all have a great night.